Welcome back to my channel. Today, we will learn about a shocking twist in The Bold and the Beautiful, a storyline that has left fans speechless and characters reeling. The drama reaches a whole new level as secrets unfold, lies surface, and one character disappears into the shadows, literally. Let's break down what really happened with Liam and the master plan he's been hiding. Liam Spencer, a central figure in The Bold and the Beautiful, has always found himself tangled in complex relationships, moral dilemmas, and personal crises. But this time, he's taken things to a level that no one saw coming. The news breaks with devastating impact. Liam has been diagnosed with a terminal brain tumor. According to medical reports, the tumor is inoperable. Surgery is off the table. There's nothing more that can be done. The Forrester, Logan, and Spencer families are thrown into emotional chaos. Friends and loved ones struggle to come to terms with the grim diagnosis. Hope is heartbroken. Steffi is in shock. Brooke and Ridge try to offer support, while Bill Spencer, Liam's father, is torn between disbelief and helplessness. The news spreads fast, and the grief becomes real. But here's the kicker. It's all a lie. Behind the scenes, Liam has orchestrated the entire diagnosis. The brain tumor? Fake. The medical tests? Fabricated. And the trusted doctor who confirmed everything, Grace, is in on it. She's not just a medical professional with access to test results and scans. She's Liam's accomplice. In exchange for a significant sum of money, Grace agrees to alter Liam's medical records and convince everyone that he is dying. The reason? Liam wants out. Not just out of a relationship. Not just out of his career. He wants out of everything. Life in Los Angeles has become too much. The pressure, the betrayals, the emotional roller coaster, he's done with all of it. But Liam knows he can't just walk away. Too many people depend on him, care about him, and would follow him if he simply disappeared. So instead, he chooses to fake his own death. A clean break. A tragic end that frees him from obligations and expectations. Grace, who values secrecy and has her own motivations, agrees to help. She forges the reports, handles the logistics, and prepares Liam for his final days in the public eye. Together, they make it convincing. Hospital visits are staged. Symptoms are exaggerated. A terminal prognosis is delivered with clinical certainty. And finally, the day comes when Liam is declared dead. A funeral is held. Friends, family, and colleagues gather in mourning. Tears are shed. Eulogies are delivered. The mood is heavy with grief. Hope is inconsolable. Bill is shattered. Even Steffi, who has had a complicated history with Liam, stands in stunned silence as they say goodbye to a man they believe is gone forever. But Liam is not in the casket. He watches the funeral from a distance, hidden behind dark glasses and the cover of shadows. He sees the heartbreak. He hears the sorrow. And for a moment, the weight of what he's done begins to show. There's guilt. There's pain. But also, there's resolve. This is the life he chose, a new beginning, one that comes at a steep emotional cost. With no one the wiser, Liam picks up his suitcase, walks away from the cemetery, and disappears. The journey begins. Liam leaves Los Angeles behind. His identity, his past, his relationships, all left in the rearview mirror. He has no clear destination, only the hope that somewhere out there, he can rediscover who he is away from the chaos and drama of the life he used to lead. But even the most carefully laid plans can start to unravel. Dr. John Finnegan, another medical professional in the Forrester orbit, begins to suspect that something is off. Finn is known for his attention to detail, his professionalism, and his sharp instincts. He has no reason to doubt Grace, at first. But as he goes through Liam's medical records and compares them with the symptoms, timing, and test results, inconsistencies start to emerge. Why didn't Liam show any of the neurological symptoms typically associated with this type of tumor? Why did the test results lack key imaging data? Why were certain procedures skipped altogether? Finn starts to ask questions. He approaches Grace. At first, she deflects. She insists the diagnosis was accurate, that Liam's condition deteriorated rapidly, and that the decision to stop treatment was mutual. But Finn doesn't let it go. He pushes. He probes. And eventually, he corners her. Caught between protecting Liam's secret and preserving her own career, Grace is placed under immense pressure. Finn's relentless inquiry threatens to blow the whole thing open. Grace begins to crack. And once the truth is out, it changes everything. If the news breaks that Liam faked his own death, the fallout will be nuclear. Hope, who mourned him as her soulmate, will feel betrayed beyond measure. Steffi, already struggling with her own share of personal turmoil, will be furious. Bill Spencer may go on a rampage, using his power and resources to track down his son and demand answers. Brooke, Ridge, and the rest of the family will have to confront not only Liam's actions, but the fact that they were deceived so completely. And what about legal consequences? Faking a death, forging medical records, and tampering with official documents carry serious repercussions. Grace could lose her medical license, face criminal charges, or worse. Liam, depending on how the story unfolds, might find that starting over isn't as easy as disappearing into the night. Yet, for Liam, this plan was never about revenge or manipulation. It was about escape. He felt trapped, and this, in his mind, was the only way out. But as always in The Bold and the Beautiful, secrets have a way of coming back around. And the truth? It doesn't stay buried for long. In the coming episodes, all eyes will be on Finn. Will he expose Grace? Will he dig up enough proof to confirm what he suspects? Or will Grace find a way to protect herself and Liam's secret just a little longer? And what about Liam, where is he now? Will he return to Los Angeles when the guilt becomes too much? Or has he truly cut ties forever? The Bold and the Beautiful thrives on twists, and this storyline is one of the most explosive in recent memory. With fake deaths, hidden agendas, and unraveling alliances, viewers are left wondering not only what will happen next, but who can be trusted at all. Stay tuned, because in this world, the truth is never simple, and it's always just one revelation away from chaos. Next, we will learn about the intriguing romantic possibilities brewing in Los Angeles that could transform the landscape of our favorite daytime drama. Bill and Katie, the enduring flame. Is it time for the dollar bill Spencer to settle down once again? The notorious tycoon has been flying solo for an unusually extended period, something fans have certainly noticed. Bill's commanding presence and business acumen have always been matched by his passionate romantic entanglements, but lately, his love life has been uncharacteristically quiet. Katie Logan, with her compassionate heart and unwavering integrity, continues to represent what might be Bill's most authentic connection. Their shared history runs deep, with their son Will serving as a living testament to their once flourishing relationship. Young Will would undoubtedly be thrilled to see his parents rebuild their fractured family unit. Their relationship has weathered numerous storms, from health crises to devastating betrayals. Yet the foundation of their connection remains remarkably resilient. With Brooke Logan appearing to gravitate toward a reunion with Nick Marone, Bill's typical fallback romantic option seems unavailable. This circumstance might finally create the perfect opportunity for Bill to recognize what many viewers have long believed: Katie has always been his true north. Their complementary personalities, her grounding influence balancing his impulsive nature, create a dynamic that could flourish if given another genuine chance. Would Bill fight for Brooke instead? Or has he finally matured enough to recognize the treasure that Katie represents in his life? The potential for this rekindled romance offers a compelling storyline that honors the characters' extensive shared history. Liam and Hope, Destiny Calling? The saga of Hope Logan and Liam Spencer has been a cornerstone of B&B storytelling for years. Their connection, forged through countless trials and blessed with their daughter Beth, represents one of the show's most enduring love stories. Recent developments have kept them apart, but circumstances may be aligning for a meaningful reunion. Liam's recent head injury creates a perfect narrative catalyst for Hope to step back into his life in a significant way. While Steffi Forrester has been providing support during his recovery, Hope's inevitable discovery of his condition will likely awaken her protective instincts toward her daughter's father. This medical crisis could serve as the turning point that reminds both characters of their deep bond. The question of soulmates looms large in this quadrangle. If Finn truly represents Steffi's destined partner, doesn't logic suggest that Hope and Liam belong together? Their relationship has always been characterized by a certain idealism and shared values that differentiate it from Liam's more passionate but tumultuous connection with Steffi. What do you think, B&B enthusiasts? Is it time for Lope to reclaim their place as one of the show's central couples, or has that ship sailed permanently? The emotional complexity of their history provides rich material for compelling storytelling as they potentially navigate their way back to each other amid the chaos of their intertwined lives. Carter and Quinn, rekindling what never truly burned out. The professional relationship between Carter Walton and Hope Logan has clearly run its course. Despite attempts to generate romantic sparks between these characters, viewers couldn't help but notice the conspicuous lack of chemistry. Their interactions remained firmly confined to the office environment, with the writers seemingly reluctant to explore any deeper connection. Perhaps a telling indication of their narrative instincts. By contrast, Carter's relationship with Quinn Fuller sparked with an intensity that captivated audiences. Their forbidden romance, initially scandalous, revealed unexpected depths in both characters and showcased a passionate connection that many fans feel deserves further exploration. Quinn's absence has left a noticeable void, both in Carter's storyline and in the broader canvas of the show. The recent additions of Electra Forrester and Ivy Forrester to Forrester Creations' creative team creates a perfect opportunity to reintroduce Quinn. Her experience as a jewelry designer and her unique perspective would position her as an ideal mentor to these younger professionals. Her return would not only serve the business storyline but would inevitably reawaken the unresolved emotions between her and Carter. The question of recasting Quinn presents interesting possibilities. While the original portrayal created a distinctive character, a fresh interpretation could bring new dimensions to Quinn and potentially reinvigorate her relationship with Carter. A thoughtfully cast replacement could honor the character's established traits while bringing fresh energy to this compelling dynamic. The potential reunion of Carter and Quinn represents one of the most exciting narrative possibilities currently available to the writing team. Their chemistry, complex history, and shared understanding created a pairing that resonated with viewers in unexpected ways. Revisiting this connection would acknowledge the authentic spark they discovered together while offering new pathways for character development. The evolution of Los Angeles romance. As spring sunshine bathes Los Angeles, these three potential love stories offer diverse explorations of romance at different life stages and with different emotional foundations. From the established history and family bonds of Bill and Katie, to the complex, intertwined destinies of Hope and Liam, to the passionate and unexpected connection between Carter and Quinn, each pairing presents unique storytelling opportunities. The Bold and the Beautiful has always excelled at depicting the complexities of love, desire, and commitment against the glamorous backdrop of the fashion industry. These potential couplings honor that tradition while offering fresh narrative directions that build upon established character histories and relationships. What direction would you prefer to see the show take with these romantic possibilities? Would you champion a Bill and Katie reconciliation, root for Hope and Liam to find their way back to each other, or advocate for Quinn's return and reunion with Carter? Perhaps all three storylines could unfold simultaneously, creating a tapestry of romance that showcases different kinds of love and relationship journeys. Next, we will learn about the complex romantic entanglements that continue to define the Bold and the Beautiful universe. As devoted fans of this long-running soap opera, we're about to dive deep into the perpetual love triangle that has kept viewers captivated for decades. The inevitable cycle of heartbreak. Some men never learn, and Ridge Forrester certainly belongs in that category. Throughout his tumultuous romantic history, Ridge has consistently demonstrated an uncanny ability to sabotage his own happiness. Despite countless opportunities to break free from destructive patterns, he repeatedly finds himself caught between two women, unable to fully commit to either. This self-sabotaging behavior has become his defining characteristic, a trait that both frustrates and fascinates the show's loyal audience. Should Ridge find himself alone after yet another romantic catastrophe, viewers might witness a rare moment of self-reflection. Imagine the dramatic potential. Ridge standing in his modernist living room, surrounded by the remnants of another failed relationship, finally confronting the demons that drive him to such destructive behavior. Perhaps this could lead to therapy sessions, revealing childhood traumas or deep-seated insecurities that explain his inability to maintain stable relationships. The writers could explore the psychological underpinnings of his character in ways previously untapped. An unexpected new direction for Taylor. The evolution of Taylor's character presents fascinating possibilities for the show's narrative. Gone is the fragile woman who once dissolved into tears at Ridge's betrayals. Today's Taylor possesses a steely resolve and self-respect that would make her previous incarnation unrecognizable. If confronted with yet another betrayal, this empowered version of Taylor wouldn't merely retreat into heartbreak, she would likely embark on a journey of self-discovery and perhaps even revenge. The prospect of Taylor finding comfort in Jack Finnegan's arms presents an intriguing narrative avenue. Their potential relationship could explore themes of healing, second chances, and finding love when least expected. Jack, with his own complicated past, might understand Taylor's journey in ways Ridge never could. Their shared experiences as parents with complex relationships with their children could form the foundation of a more mature, balanced partnership than the roller coaster romance Taylor endured with Ridge. The wedding that never was. The dramatic potential of a cancelled wedding cannot be overstated. Picture the scene: elaborate floral arrangements adorning the Forrester mansion, champagne chilling, guests dressed in their finest attire, all the trappings of a lavish ceremony ready to celebrate what should be Taylor's happiest day. The tension would build as viewers, aware of Ridge's indiscretion, watch Taylor prepare, blissfully unaware of the heartbreak awaiting her. The revelation could unfold in countless dramatic ways. Perhaps Hope, torn between loyalty to her mother and basic human decency, might struggle with the knowledge of what transpired. This moral dilemma could showcase Hope's character development as she weighs her options. Would she send an anonymous text? Confront Ridge directly? Or perhaps confide in Steffi, creating a new conflict between the stepsisters? The narrative possibilities are endless and could spawn multiple storylines spanning several episodes. Ridge's night of weakness. The scenario of Ridge appearing at Brooke's doorstep just to talk represents the classic soap opera trope of temptation and weakness. This predictable yet eternally compelling narrative device works because it taps into fundamental human frailties, nostalgia, desire, and the allure of the familiar. Ridge's inability to resist Brooke's gravitational pull, despite his proclaimed commitment to Taylor, speaks to the complicated nature of long-term entanglements and the difficulty of truly moving on from significant relationships. The morning after such an indiscretion would likely find Ridge consumed by regret, desperately trying to rationalize his behavior. He might convince himself it was one last goodbye or that it didn't mean anything, the classic self-deceptions of the unfaithful. This internal struggle could be portrayed through intense close-ups capturing Ridge's tortured expression as he sneaks back home, straightening his clothing and rehearsing explanations that will never adequately justify his actions. The Brooke factor. No discussion of Ridge's romantic life would be complete without acknowledging the enduring influence of Brooke Logan. Her presence in Ridge's life transcends simple romance. It's portrayed as almost mystical, an inexorable force that neither time nor distance can diminish. The writers have consistently positioned their connection as something beyond rational explanation, a cosmic bond that inevitably draws them together despite all obstacles. This destiny narrative provides convenient justification for Ridge's wavering loyalty, but it also raises interesting questions about agency and responsibility in relationships. Does Ridge truly lack the willpower to resist Brooke, or does he subconsciously seek out these situations? The psychological complexity of their relationship offers rich territory for character exploration, particularly if the writers were willing to delve into more nuanced examinations of attachment patterns and emotional dependency. Family reactions and fallout. The ripple effects of Ridge's romantic decisions extend far beyond the immediate participants. Steffi and Thomas, having championed their father's reunion with Taylor, would likely experience not just disappointment but genuine anger at yet another betrayal. Their reactions could range from public confrontations to more subtle forms of retribution within the family business. Eric, who has witnessed his son's romantic vacillations for decades, might finally reach the end of his patience. Rather than offering understanding and support, he could deliver a long overdue reality check, forcing Ridge to confront the consequences of his actions not just romantically but professionally and within the family dynamic. This paternal intervention could potentially trigger genuine growth in Ridge's character, though history suggests any such development would be temporary at best. The present moment of happiness. The current state of harmony between Ridge and Taylor represents that brief, beautiful calm before the inevitable storm. Their synchronized hearts and genuine smiles create a tableau of romantic fulfillment that viewers recognize is fundamentally unsustainable within the show's dramatic framework.